Like a nightmare. Cause my monsters are real, and that train had a kill, and there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel. And these monsters can fly, and they'll never say die, and there's no going back. If I get trapped, I'll never heal. Yeah, my monsters are real. Yeah, my monsters are real.
All right, welcome back to NCW, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the absence of the land of the nightmare. I've been kind of busy in my own life and own things, and plus we've been getting a lot of recording done for the coming pay-per-views in the next few months. But for all those who don't know what's going on in NCW, I'm gonna catch you up as I'm gonna run through the champions real quick, and you see everything. We're going to start off with the lowest championships and work our way up. I think they are in alphabetical order. Nonetheless, the NCW Battle Royal champion is Alex McNabb. He's going to put his belt on the line in this 8-man matchup that we have coming up for our first matchup of the evening here at the Nightmare World Cup. If the Battle Royal championship, will it be defended at the beginning of each World Cup show? Maybe. I don't know. We will tell you more as we find out. Nonetheless, your Bloodsport champion, your newly crowned Bloodsport champion, is Jeremy Barmore. He would end up tapping out Luke Luger at the Last Click Per View Steps to Glory. That video will be up on YouTube soon. Nonetheless, and we crowned us a new Cruiserweight champion, and the first ever two-time Cruiserweight champion, Eric Hale, ends up walking away the victor in that fatal four-way match at Steps to Glory. If you didn't see that, that is up on YouTube. Nonetheless, Noah Todd holding both the NCW Hardcore and NCW High Flyers championships as he defeated Chris Hardcore at Steps to Glory. That video will be up within the next few days on YouTube. Nonetheless, the interim Bloodsport champion PDP walks away the victor in a 6-man matchup to capture that championship. Patrick Pierre successfully defended his title at Steps to Glory against I believe it was Mike Watts. And after the match, he would end up getting attacked by Cicada once again, but he would end up ripping the mask off and revealing to everyone that Cicada has been Ian Gray this entire time. Nonetheless, the Twitch TV Championship did change hands, ladies and gentlemen, and it is on now. The NCW Twitch Television Champion, newly crowned Jonathan Hale. Jonathan Hale ends up taking that title off Huey Blunt's. And of course, we crowned a new NCW World Champion, that being Alex McNabb, as he defeated Matsuda Tanaka in a ladder match to capture the NCW World Heavyweight Championship. So that's pretty much it. As you can see, all the titles there, and then of course the world champion Alex McNabb at the bottom. There you go. There's all your NCW current champions for those catching up. Nonetheless, here we go here tonight. This is all about the NCW Battle Royal Championship. We would see Alex McNabb put it on the line here at the NCW World Cup. So here we go. The World Cup, of course, is going to be the next 10 episodes. It's going to take us 10 episodes to get through the World Cup. And as you can see, we have 8 valiant warriors here tonight ready to fight in the first match of the evening. This is kind of like our pre-show. I told everybody to come watch us at 4 o'clock. And we're starting right here tonight with the Battle Royal Championship. Alex McNabb puts his title on the line against Valak, the Beast Cody Fort, the Slam Force World Champion Marcus Starr, the real Seth Royce, the modern day Excalibur Everett Constanelli, also Ian Gray, as well as the one and only Joshua Benjamin. So here we go. Right here tonight, all these men have contrasting styles, and now we're going to see how they fare when they walk in here tonight against each other for this, the 2019 World Cup. The Nightmare World Cup is now underway, ladies and gentlemen, and we would like to thank you all for joining us here tonight, ready to go for the Nightmare World Cup 2019. And here we go, the first man to make his way down to the ring here for the Nightmare World Cup. The opening matchup, the Battle Royal Championship, is on the line. Here we go, the first man making his way down to the ring, a man who has had a resurgence in his career as of late, working with the likes of Machiavelli along with others all throughout his career, and now leading to this point here, the opening Battle Royal Championship matchup, which I'm going to tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, everyone said this championship was a fluke, but when you got stars the likes of Seth Royce entering the matchup, it definitely raises the stakes and increases the prestige of the championship here this evening. Here we go, opening 8-man warfare here tonight in the land of the Nightmare. And now, making his official, I guess you would say, return here with us to the land of the Nightmare, Seth Royce. Sporting a new haircut and a new look, but I'm going to tell you what, Seth Royce, do not count him out, ladies and gentlemen. This man here will do anything and everything in his power to remain on top and to do even better than he did the day before. And I'm going to tell you what, he's here, ready to go here tonight for the opening Battle Royal Championship. And fans, just because he's in the opening Battle Royal Championship, he knows what a matchup this could be, as the Battle Royal Champion is also the World Champion. If you're to hold a victory over the World Champion, that will definitely speak volumes, especially moving through these next 10 episodes. Here we go. Seth Royce looks like he is ready here for the opening Battle Royal Championship matchup. And now, the next man, making his way down to the ring. I don't know if he's still the current champion, but I do know he was at one point the Slam Force World Champion. Here he is, making his way down to the ring. Long-time mainstay here with us in the land of the Nightmare, the one and only, the natural Marcus Starr. Marcus Starr, an awesome competitor. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, he is the closest individual to capturing the Grand Slam, winning every championship here with us in Nightmare Championship Wrestling. He does have the most championships under his belt, the most different championships, if you will, under his belt. But here tonight, this ain't about no belt. This is about moving on and, it is about a belt. Wow, what am I talking about? No, it is about the NCW Battle Royal Championship. Marcus Starr looking to make a name for himself. He's past that, ladies and gentlemen. A true student of the game. There you see a sign in the crowd. This young man is beyond that, and he is looking to embarrass everyone in this matchup, and perhaps even the NCW World Heavyweight Champion, Alex McNabb. I think it's time for the third man to make his way down to the ring here. to this opening Battle Royal Championship matchup. A man who competed in the ladder match version at the last Click Per View. Here he is, hailing from Little Italy, New York. He is the one and only, the modern day Excalibur himself, Everett Constanelli. Everett Constanelli has won a lot of different championships here with us in the Land of the Nightmare as well. A former multiple-time world champion, a former NCW New Generation champion, even former tag team champ. This guy's done a lot here with us in the Land of the Nightmare. Everett Constanelli, the current Community's Legacy Champion. Of course, that championship not on the line, but here in a matchup with this magnitude, with this much star power, you gotta believe he's wanting to come out on top, as is all of his opponents here in this 8-man affair. And now, the next man making his way down to the ring, sporting a new look of his own. Here he is, hailing from North Carolina, the Beast, Cody Ford. Cody Ford has been in NCW since its very inception, one of the first stars Land of the Nightmare ever signed. And now making his way down to this ring, trying to make his presence known here for the Battle Royal Championship. He's won that championship one time in his career. And now Cody Ford looking to recapture it once again here at the Nightmare World Cup. Now remember, fans, just because they're featured here in the opening Battle Royal does not mean you will see them in the bracket later tonight. We have 8 men lined up, ready to go into that bracket, including Luke Luger, Chris Hardcore, among others. 8 different individuals will clash in singles competition, and that will be part of the Nightmare World Cup. It is a single elimination 64-man tournament to crown who is the very best in NCW. Beast now looking to enter this matchup with the likes of others, and I'm going to tell you what, this is certainly a star-studded affair, as we have multiple former world champions in this matchup, including Marcus Starr, Cody Ford, Everett Constanelli. Valak is a former world champion as well. I'm going to tell you what, a lot of stars here in this championship matchup, all with the current NCW World Heavyweight Champion as well, Alex McNabb. And now, looks like the next man is ready to enter the arena here, or the stadium, if you will, here for the Nightmare World Cup. And now, the next man, making his way down to the ring, he is a former NCW World Champion in his own right. Here he is, the man who headlined NCW's Oblivion 4. Lost the World Championship in the main event, but he is a former World Champion in his own right, the one and only Ian Gray. Apparently, the graphic not changing. He's still going by the name Cicada, but that is certainly Ian Gray, the former world champion. I don't know what happened to the infection, but apparently he looked like he overcome it. It looks like he outlasted the infection, if you will, and it is no more, seemingly enough. I don't know. Either way, Ian Gray is back with us, and he has been back with us for months as he has been under that mask, but back at Steps to Glory after the New Generation Championship matchup. Patrick Bam Bam Pierre would have enough of Ian Gray and snatch the mask right off his face, revealing to everyone that Ian Gray has been behind Cicada this entire time. And look at that, motioning that he's taking off the mask once again, just toying with the crowd. Here he is, former world champion, Ian Gray. We all wondered where the infection went. Apparently, he's gotten rid of it, but Ian Gray has been with us this entire year, and we didn't even know it. Now, with Ian Gray's first official match back as Ian Gray, if you will, not under the mask anymore. He had a couple matches under the Cicada mask, and I guess we should have guessed it was Ian Gray with a man being that tall, hitting the power slam such as he does. We should have seen through it, but I guess we were all fooled. Nonetheless, the next man making his way down to the ring here for this opening Battle Royal Championship matchup. Here he is, former NCW World Champion in his own right, from Dublin, Ireland, the one and only Valak Adrian Adams. Adrian Adams won the first Eliminatio back in 2015 and headlined Oblivion 1. Now, back with us here tonight, Adrian Adams ready to go here for NCW's World Cup. Tonight he's not in the tournament. Instead, he finds himself in the opening Battle Royal Championship matchup alongside all of these other former NCW World Champions. One half of Celtic Boom, a former tag team champion, one of the longest reigning High Flyers champions of all time, as well as multiple world title reigns. This man has done a lot here with us in the land of the Nightmare. But here tonight, he looks to clash with all these other individuals. 8 men in the ring at one time. No exiting the ropes. You must stay inside the ring throughout this entire matchup here this evening. All in elimination style to find out who will be the NCW Battle Royal Champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, it looks like we are only awaiting one more challenger to join the field, join the rest of the boys, if you will, here for our opening matchup of the evening. And now, the next man, making his way down to the ring. Newcomer here with us to NCW as of late, but he's been doing very well the last couple of months. Here he is, the one and only Joshua Benjamin. The high-flying assassin, the urban assassin, if you will, on his way down to the ring for this awesome 8-man matchup. You better believe this is one of the biggest matches he's still had in his career. We've seen Joshua Benjamin do great things, an awesome cruiserweight master of that shooting star press, does a lot of great maneuvers. But here tonight, this 8-man elimination style, no ring exiting matchup. How will he fare, especially against the likes of, I believe, it's 5 or 6 different former world champions, including the current NCW world champion, Alex McNabb. An awesome matchup here, to say the least, coming up here, the opening NCW Battle Royal Championship matchup. And now, it looks like it's time for the last man to make his way out to the ring. He is the current NCW World Heavyweight Champion, as well as the current NCW Battle Royal Champion, the one and only, the Scottish Destroyer, hailing from Aberdeen, Scotland, Alex McNabb. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 8 men in the ring here for the NCW Battle Royal Championship. Looks like the world champion and Cody Ford going to pair off here, and there's pairs all over the ring here. Ooh, wait a minute. Marcus Starr got out of the ring. I thought there was no ring exiting here early in the match. Action all over the place here. And Seth Royce and Everett Costello fight it out here as well. Leaving Marcus Starr and Ian Gray to do battle. Look out. 8 men in this matchup. Only one to walk away with the NCW Battle Royal Championship here. Look at the beast. Got him up. Power bomb on the world champion. Only a 1 count. This matchup will continue for the champion. Seth Royce and Everett Costello continue to do battle now in that corner here. Oh, power slam by Ian Gray on Marcus Starr. He is down due to the finisher of Ian Gray. Yeah, excuse me, Ian Gray here. All over the place. Beautiful drop kick there by Valak. Now Seth Royce on the top rope with Everett Costello here. Oh, what a spider suplex. Now, big time splash and what looked like a headbutt there by Seth Royce. And look at that, a hanging dragon sleeper there. But Cody Ford's not done, going for multiple leg drops here on the champion. Oh, and Justin Aaron there on Seth Royce. For that blind knee there. Instead, gets caught with a Scott drop by the champion. Now, after the finisher, Seth Royce is down 2. And Cody gets the Scott super kick by Alex McMahon. 1, 2, 3. The Beast has been eliminated first here in this matchup. 7 men remain here for the NCW Battle Royal Championship. What a hell of a show already here tonight. And look out, McNabb is down. We got a pin here on the champion, and he goes down. Joshua Benjamin takes out Alex McNabb, pinning him there. And look out, Seth Royce trying to get a pin here on Castanelli. Only a 1 count there. This matchup continues. 6 men remaining. Marcus Starr and Ian Gray continue their battle here, as does Adrian Adams and Joshua Benjamin, as well as Seth Royce and Evan Constanelli here for the Battle Royal Championship. Look out. Oh, he's got him in an armbar. Armbar on Valak here. Joshua Benjamin trying to apply pressure, but no. Valak finds the back door here, and look out. Constanelli tries to kick Seth Royce's head off, but to no avail. 2 drop kicks at one time. Holy hell. Still, Valak and Joshua Benjamin doing battle here. Ian is down, going for a pin here on Gray. 1, 2, only a 1 count there on Gray. Now, Seth Royce still battling it out with Everett Constanelli, doing whatever he's got to do to take it to him here tonight. Look out, standing switch there. Ooh, with a real race out, just puts him down. Beautiful Falcon Arrow overhead by Seth Royce. Flying knee out of nowhere by Ian, puts down his opponent. 2 count on Everett Constanelli, and he kicks out. Dream Eater on the young Joshua Benjamin, and he could be done here. 1, 2, 3. The kid is down. Now, down to 5 here in this matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Everett Constanelli and Seth Royce have been battling this entire matchup here. Now, they continue to do battle, and Ian Gray is going after both Marcus Starr and Valak. Look at that double foot stomp there by Ian Gray. Now, look at this. Everett Constanelli is caught in a submission attempt here by Seth Royce, but no, Everett will power out of that. What looked like a sharpshooter. Oh, and the flying knee. The knee trembler to take off Seth Royce's head. Now, the real Seth Royce gets clotheslined there by Constanelli. Valak and Ian, looks like they've battled it out, or beginning to do battle here. That beautiful neck breaker there by Adrian Adams. Now it gets stopped dead in his tracks here. Seth Royce is beating the high holy hell out of Everett Constanelli, but just like that, the technician with the drop toe hold to gain back momentum here. Ooh, Swiss on the follow. These two so evenly matched, and look at Royce go as he's got him in another sharpshooter here. Got it locked in on Constanelli. Will Constanelli tap? And he does, ladies and gentlemen. Everett Constanelli has tapped out to Seth Royce. Now Royce making his way over to Marcus Starr here. And Marcus lifting him up. We had a pin here on Valak right in. As soon as he kicks out, he bridges over into that submission attempt. Will Valak tap out to this submission? No, using an ankle pick to get out of it. And we are down to 4 here in this Battle Royal Championship matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Guaranteed new champion here this evening. Ian going for another pin on Valak. 2, and no, he kicks out. Beautiful neckbreaker. Second rope there by Marcus Starr to disassemble Seth Royce. Beautiful neckbreaker to follow once again. Seth Royce is out of it, ladies and gentlemen. And it ain't looking good for the real Seth Royce. Look out. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, he kicks out. Beautiful maneuvers by both Seth Royce and Ian Gray. Seth Royce going for the pin off of his 1, 2, and Marcus Starr gets a shoulder up. Beautiful knee to the midsection there, and Valak goes down. 4 men from different corners of the world here going at it for the Battle Royal Championship right here in our opening matchup of the World Cup 2019. Look out, Valak with a huge reversal there, trying to look for a shot to no avail. Instead, Ian Gray catches him. Beautiful inverted suplex. Look at that, going for the flying knee once again to no avail. Instead, everyone getting the key reversals where they need them. Look out, going for the super kick. Dodges out of the way. Ian Gray throws him into the ropes. Tries to catch him with a Polish hammer to no avail. Look at that flop clothesline there by Valak. Down goes Ian Gray. Now Seth Royce in complete control here, wrenching on the face of Marcus Starr. He's taken out a couple people here in this matchup, looking to take out one more with Marcus Starr. 4 men remain. We got an inside cradle here by Ian Gray, trying to get rid of Valak. 1, 2, and 3. And just like that, Valak has been eliminated. We are down to 3. Beautiful combination by Seth Royce. Now Seth Royce meets Ian Gray as he's got him up for the end of the Gray, putting down Seth Royce with his finisher, looking to end it off that 1, 2, 3. Seth Royce is gone. We are down to 2. Who will win the NCW Battle Royal Championship? Will it be Marcus Starr or will it be Ian Gray here tonight? Wow, this new cicada version of Ian Gray is just lethal here. After being unmasked, making it here to the final 2 in this opening matchup of the evening. Nice monkey toss there by Ian Gray, and now with the championship on the line, Ian Gray looking to put the exclamation point here on the end of it. Beautiful into the Gray finisher, now going for the pin off that 1, 2, and no, Marcus Starr to kick out and continue this matchup. Ian Gray ominously standing over his opponent, and now look at this, just the vicious boots to the face over and over again. Ian Gray and Marcus Starr, the final 2 here in the Battle Royal Championship matchup. Marcus Starr with a series of reversals using his technical prowess to get out of that predicament there. This matchup continues here. Beautiful maneuvers over and over there by Marcus Starr, keeping Ian Gray well grounded here. Now spinning, oh look at this, and locking him in the Indian Deathlock here by Marcus Starr. Marcus Starr got a hold of him. Oh, seeing stars by Marcus Starr. The finisher there as he's going for the pin off that 1, 2, no. Ian Gray to kick out and continue this Battle Royal Championship matchup. Out flying clothesline there by Ian. Both men back up and a spinning forearm smash to the face, taking out Ian Gray with that. Now Marcus Starr looking to do the same thing that Ian Gray did and target the hands and arms of his opponent viciously. Now going for the pin off of that. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Starr captures the NCW Battle Royal Championship. It was 8 men in this car wreck of a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Action all over the place. Awesome battles back and forth. It was interesting. Cody Ford would go out first, followed by Alex McNabb. Then I believe Everett Constanelli would tap out. Trying to remember all what happened. Joshua Benjamin went down. Then we got down to the final 3 or 4, and Seth Royce would go down to Ian Gray, leaving Ian Gray down for Marcus Starr as he captures the NCW Battle Royal Championship. Here tonight at the Nightmare World Cup, episode 221 here in the land of the Nightmare. Congratulations to our new NCW Battle Royal Champion, the one and only Marcus Starr. Congratulations to Marcus Starr once again on capturing the NCW Battle Royal Championship. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the NCW's Nightmare World Cup, episode 1 of 10. So, with that being said, as you can see, this is our tournament board for this episode. We have Luke Luger versus Chris Hardcore, also Jay Mercer versus Bullet Adams, as well as Coach Dave Daniels versus Marshall Stevens, along with Deshaun Walton taking on the interim Bloodsport champion PDP. So, awesome show planned for you here this evening. As you can see, without any further ado, let's get into our first match of the evening. All right, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, for our first match of this tournament bracket, as you can see, longtime Bloodsport champion, former Bloodsport champion versus longtime former Hardcore champion. Both of these men lost their championships at Steps to Glory, and here this evening, they do battle in a singles competition matchup here. Luke Luger versus Chris Hardcore. Right here tonight at the Nightmare World Cup. This is, of course, a official Nightmare World Cup matchup. This, the first one of the 63 matches that will be all involved throughout these next 10 episodes. This is going to be certainly an awesome tournament, to say the least, and we are kicking it off right here, ladies and gentlemen, with Luke Luger going one-on-one with Chris Hardcore right here this evening. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, live from Tokyo, Japan, for the first episode of the Nightmare World Cup. Here we go, first match of the evening. Luke Luger on his way down to the ring, former multiple-time Bloodsport champion. Like we said, ladies and gentlemen, just lost that title at the last pay-per-view in a triple threat 2 out of 3 falls match inside the Bloodsport cage. Ended up losing that to Jeremy Barmore. Awesome matchup, but nonetheless, here he is, the one and only, hailing from New York, the original outlaw, Luke Luger. Luke Luger is a beast. We all know this, ladies and gentlemen, and what a way to kick off the Nightmare World Cup with our very first matchup in this 63-match tournament, the 64-man tournament. This, the Nightmare World Cup. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we had it last year, and it turned out to be I think it was Aaron the Destroyer ended up walking out the victor of the entire thing. But here this year, we got a whole list of different people, including and not limited to surprise entrants and all kinds of people. Nonetheless, kicking it off with our first matchup of this series. Remember, we got to do 8-man tournaments. Those 8 winners will go into a final bracket. And also, we're going to put some titles on the line throughout these shows as well. This, a 10-show series. And here we go, kicking it all off with our first matchup of it all. Luke Luger and Chris Hardcore. These two have met before. Back when Luke Luger was on that 20-0 running the Bloodsport division when he first came into NCW. Back when Chris Hardcore was actually a former world champion at the time. Right now, he's a current tag team champion. He was the former hardcore champion, but he lost his title to his tag team partner, fellow tag team champion Noah Todd, who now holds 3 titles at once, including the tag team titles. That young man has gone on a tear. He says he's going to take over and take every championship in NCW here this year. We're going to see if he can do that. Nonetheless, it's not about that. Here tonight, one half of the tag team champions, or 1/4 of the tag team champions, should I say, the Syndicate. Representing the Syndicate, here he is, Chris Hardcore. Hailing from the Dominican Republic by way of Ontario, Canada, this young man is the most freakish athlete we have ever seen, but now he steps across the ring from the baddest man on the call planet. The bell has sounded, and here we go. Luger eats a big boot here by Chris Hardcore, and look at Chris Hardcore go, showing off his strength against Luke Luger early, and now the athleticism comes into play as he has Luke Luger right where he wants him, and he has not forgotten about losing to Luke Luger in that Bloodsport matchup. What in the world is the referee doing? Couldn't even find his placing before. Luke Luger immediately gets up, and now look at this, sticking to his guns as he goes for the flatliner to change momentum there, and the original outlaw, here he goes, but no, former multiple-time hardcore champion, including a former world championship to his name, Chris Hardcore, is taking it to Luke Luger here in this singles competition, and he may very well move on in the tournament if this matchup continues like this. Luke Luger, as of late, losing his Bloodsport championship, could it have mentally affected him as he is moving into this matchup against one of the most deadly adversaries, and everyone's been begging for this matchup. And now finally here it is, but Luke Luger is not staying with it as he gets caught with a moonblade there by Chris Hardcore. Chris Hardcore now. Looking to do the unthinkable and tap out Luke Luger, but Luger now using his core leg strength, just taking him down. But look at this. Chris Hardcore just one step ahead of the game this entire matchup. Throwing big-time shots on Luger. Luger now trying to go in, but no, gets thrown over the top rope here in the Nightmare World Cup. Nice kick to the gut there. Luger coming in. But he gets shut down here by Chris Hardcore. Remember, fans, disqualification and countouts are in effect here. So either man doesn't want to take a loss due to those circumstances. And they continue to do battle here on the outside here. Luger eats a kick to the gut, now thrown viciously back inside the ring, and look at Chris Hardcore go with the big boot to him. Now sliding in the ring right at, I believe, a 6 count. And now, with Luger down, Chris Hardcore to the top rope, and perhaps the drop kick machine is looking to fly with a rain chop. Puts him down. Now, Luke Luger in a bad way. We've seen him tap out before. He tried to go for the finisher there. The Breath of the North Spear. But he gets shut down by Luger, and Luger jacks him up with that super kick. Now, Luger in control here in the bottom of the ninth. Look at this. He's got Chris Hardcore up and puts him down with that Brooklyn face breaker. Good Lord. 2 count, and no, only a 2. This matchup will continue, but Luger is pumped up. That is exactly what he needed, but here comes Chris Hardcore. Drop kick there by the drop kick machine. This matchup is every bit of as good as we thought it would be here, ladies and gentlemen, and these men doing battle here. for the first matchup in the Nightmare World Cup. And look at this, the stump puller, as he is trying to get it, but no, uses a schoolboy to get out of that as a reversal. Nice elbow there, and he's coming in with the blows, but no. Oh, he gets caught. He gets caught with the reach of the damned, ladies and gentlemen. Luger trying to crawl. Can he get away from the reach of the dam? No, he will not. Chris Hardcore puts down Luke Luger in convincing fashion in the first matchup of the Nightmare World Cup 2019. Wow. Luke Luger goes down here tonight in the first matchup of the World Cup. Wow. What a great showing here between Chris Hardcore and Luke Luger. Both men fighting for all their worth here tonight. But Luke Luger proving not enough as he goes down to Chris Hardcore here this evening. He gave it his all here, ladies and gentlemen. Even had a last moment shot there. But instead, it looked like Chris Hardcore just needed to put in the reach of the dam. You better believe he tried to fight his way out of it, but he couldn't. He ended up tapping out in the end too. The drop kick machine. One quarter of the tag team champions. Here he is. The drop kick machine, Chris Hardcore, your victor in the Nightmare World Cup opening matchup. Wow. What a showing here for Chris Hardcore to take out Luke Luger in our opening affair, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a wild ride, to say the least, here for the Nightmare World Cup. And with that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we have Bullet Adams and Jay Mercer one-on-one to move on here in the Nightmare World Cup. What an awesome showing it was in the first matchup, but just like that, we're shifting gears and getting ready for the next match. Here we go. Jay Mercer, Bullet Adams, one-on-one here in the Nightmare World Cup 2019. So here we go. Live from Tokyo, Japan for our first NCW Nightmare World Cup show out of 10. Here we go here tonight with our second matchup of the opening round and our second matchup overall in the tournament. Here he is, making his way down to the ring, the Prophecy, Jay Mercer. So here he is, Jay Mercer, on his way down to the ring. Got some cool-ass gear on here tonight, ready to go for the Nightmare World Cup. This young man, as of late, has not captured a singles championship except for the Battle Royal title. But here tonight, you better believe that Jay Mercer is going to show everyone that he is on the new rise, and he is certainly one of the guys to look out for in NCW's EFED division. Here he is, making his way down to the ring, Jay Mercer. Jay Mercer, of course, representing the Switchblade Saints here with us in the land of the Nightmare. We got three members, that being Jay Mercer, Eric Hale, and Ryan Riley. Now here tonight, he's definitely looking to put everybody on notice that he is ready for the big time. Everybody remember Jay Mercer's match against him and Everett Constanelli in the last few months. And now, here this evening, we're going to see how he fares, how he and if he can move on in the NCW Nightmare World Cup 2019. Of course, Jay Mercer wasn't in the Nightmare World Cup last year, but this man was his opponent. Making his way down to the ring, the one and only Bullet Adams. And here we go, Bullet Adams, Jay Mercer, one-on-one here in the Nightmare World Cup. Only one man can move on here in the Nightmare World Cup. Who will it be? We've already seen Chris Hardcore move on. We have to find out who will face Chris Hardcore in the next round. The winner of this matchup will decide that spot in the semifinals of this bracket. And here we go. Bullet Adams, ready to go here in Tokyo, Japan. Here we go. Jay Mercer and Bullet Adams, one-on-one. Yes, the bell has sounded, and here we go. This matchup is already started. Ooh, fast and furious. Jay Mercer puts him down with the maneuver starting out. Immediately goes for the pin, and Jay Mercer is mercilessly beating the high holy hell out of Bullet Adams at this time. Good Lord. Bullet Adams and Jay Mercer, of course, been in the EFED division quite for some time. Bullet Adams has been a former NCW interim Bloodsport champion, even though it was only for 30 days. Nonetheless, puts him down with a beautiful spinning bomb there. Bullet Adams ended up losing the championship directly back to Deshaun Walton, and Deshaun Walton ended up dropping the title to PDP, who we will also see, I believe, in this in this episode of the Nightmare World Cup. And look at this, a vertical suplex from hell here by Jay Mercer. And that'll stop anyone dead in their tracks. And just like that, Jay Mercer hot on the offensive here. He is not going to let up. But Bullet Adams, I believe the veteran in this case, just going toe-to-toe with the opponent here. Ooh, ain't that big boot like it was nothing, and then a snap German suplex. Good Lord, Jay Mercer is made of kryptonite. He is just coming in, and he has Bullet Adams' number here this evening. These two going at it to see who will move on here in the Nightmare World Cup. And Jay Mercer says he's here to win it all. Beautiful flipping and into the knee, and now Jay Mercer, gets his foot caught, and look at this. The veteran Bullet Adams had him in the ropes, but he reversed his finisher, and now Bullet Adams looking to make Jay Mercer pay. Got him locked up. Rapid fire DDT. Down he goes, ladies and gentlemen, and now Bullet Adams looking to go for the pin off that one. Jay Mercer, the heart of this young man, to continue the fight here tonight at the Nightmare World Cup. These fans booing as Bullet Adams presents himself to them now, looking to present himself on the top rope so he can go for a high-flying maneuver here. Look at this. Went for a knee drop instead. Jay Mercer wisely rolling out of the way here. What in the world, just taunting over his opponent here. Oh my goodness, he's not done. Jay Mercer, ball and elbow drop. Showing great style and athleticism with that maneuver there. Jay Mercer now elects to go for the pin off of that after taunting to the crowd. Only a 1 count. That's what you get for hesitating there, kid. Next thing you know, both men are standing now, going for a close. That no gets caught by snap German. Jay Mercer has been one step ahead of Bullet Adams this entire matchup nearly, and these cross faces are keeping him well grounded after he misses a maneuver. Now, Jay Mercer flips him over once again, another one of those knees, knockout knee shots, and down goes Bullet Adams. What in the world is Jay Mercer going for here? Hits the ropes and comes back. Baseball's moonsault. Beautiful maneuver there by Jay Mercer, who is in complete control here. Look out. Got a hold of him. Oh my God. Mercer's got him up. What a hell of a maneuver there by Jay Mercer. Holy hell. 2 and 3. And just like that, Jay Mercer has disposed of Bullet Adams here in this awesome matchup for the Nightmare World Cup. Wow. Jay Mercer highlighting some new moves in his moveset here, using them to perfection, if you will. Nice rapid fire DDT, and like that, we thought it was all over. But Bullet Adams would not know that Jay Mercer would end up getting a shoulder up, and look at that. Hitting the ball and elbow and also the people's moonsault. Beautiful athleticism on display by Jay Mercer. This young man showed a lot of people his heart and tenacity here in this matchup, but that knee added to his arsenal definitely turned the tides here in this matchup. And your winner here this evening, moving on in the Nightmare World Cup, Jay Mercer. Congratulations to Jay Mercer. He will meet Chris Hardcore in the next round, but for right now, he can relish in his victory here tonight. Moving on in the Nightmare World Cup. And coming up next in the Nightmare World Cup live here tonight from Tokyo, Japan, here we have the coach, Dave Daniels, going one-on-one with Marshall Stevens. Two men who came out of the Rise to Stardom Season 8 tournament. Awesome competitors, didn't end up winning. Of course, that was PJ Moon. They walked away with the victory. However, they did have great showings. And here tonight, they're looking to rematch once again. Dave Daniels, Marshall Stevens, one-on-one here at the Nightmare World Cup. The man who wins moves on, and the other one packs his bags and flies back to the U.S. as this Nightmare World Cup is a world tour, ladies and gentlemen, seeing us at different locations, of course, here tonight in Tokyo, Japan. So here we go. Our next matchup of the evening, the coach, Dave Daniels, takes on Marshall Stevens right here tonight in the Nightmare World Cup 2019. Here we go, Tokyo, Japan. Thank you all for joining us here for the Nightmare World Cup. Certainly going to be an awesome night, to say the least. And here we go. The first man making his way down to the ring for this one-on-one competition here. It is the coach, Dave Daniels. The coach, Dave Daniels, ready to go here tonight. Coached a couple teams to state championships in high school, and now moves his way up. That was a champion in college and as an amateur wrestler, and now moving his way up to car wrestling. This young man is certainly something else, to say the least. Fear the wheat is what you should do, because the coach, Dave Daniels, is a deadly specimen. This young man may not be very tall, but he certainly packs one hell of a punch, and he is cut, ripped from head to toe. Even though he's under a singlet, you better watch out. This young man definitely knows how to bring the heat. You better fear the wheat. The coach, Dave Daniels, of course, was a favorite and one of the top fives looked at in the Rise to Stardom Season 8 tournament. And you better believe Marshall Stevens has not forgotten about that, as he was not favored at all, and he has one hell of a chip on his shoulder because of that. And here tonight, these two men, who a lot of people saw meet before on NCW's Rise to Stardom, now awaiting the rematch here between Dave Daniels and Marshall Stevens. Of course, it was Dave Daniels to walk away with the victory, and Marshall Stevens has not forgotten that. Here he comes, the superstar, Marshall Stevens. Ready to go here this evening. This young man is pushing forward and looking to see how he fares here tonight in this matchup here this evening for the Nightmare World Cup. We've already seen two matches already, and now we move into our third matchup of the opening round here tonight for the Nightmare World Cup. We're going to find out who moves on to the Elite Eight at the conclusion of this episode. And with this match, we take one step closer finding out who moves on. Will it be Dave Daniels? Will it be the superstar? We will find out. The bell has sounded, and here we go. Dave Daniels looking to go straight to work, and the coach looking to teach Marshall Stevens something here. But Marshall Stevens fighting back, and he is certainly the taller of the two. Look at him using his long legs for the axe kick. Shades of Booker T there. Good Lord. What a hell of a maneuver there, but just like that, the coach fires right back, and here he comes. Now, picking apart his opponent, looking to rip his arm out of socket here. Now, kicking him in the back from the seated position, but he doesn't look like he's done now. Picking him right back up as these two are face to face, and look at the technicality by the coach on display. Coach going off here on Marshall Stevens, got him clinched up with his trapezial muscle in a claw. Coach now. He's looking, oh, look out! Marshall Stevens with a pin out of nowhere. One. Only a one count there out of that schoolboy, but still a scary sight for the coach. And look at this now, figure fouring the head here. Coach throws him off, and these two are back to standing. Here he comes, but no. Coach blocking that shot and coming back. These two trading blows back and forth before finally a sling blade. No doubt the superstar learned that from his former tag team partner Seth Brooks. Now turning him inside out with a clothesline, and these two are back to standing. Look out, the coach with that shooting spear there. Quickly taking down the superstar, and now, look out. Got him up, game plan. Hits him with the finisher in the center of the ring. 1, 2, and no, Marshall Stevens looking to stay in the fight. The kid still in this matchup. Dave Daniels looks shocked here, but not as shocked as Marshall Stevens. Oh, and look at him with the anguish on his face. Just got him upside down with that maneuver there. Now, with that hangman's cloverleaf finished, he looks like he's going for it again, but no. Marshall Stevens with a boot to the face, and he stays in the fight, but Dave Daniels just throws him right back down. Marshall Stevens, gets caught with a stiff uppercut and sent right back down to the mat. Look at this. Looking to go for the win off of that. Only a one count, but the uppercut not able to score more than that. Now, we got him in a side headlock here. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, man. Beautiful maneuver there, and now we got holds flying all around Kentucky outside in this stadium here. Only a 2 count as Marshall Stevens not able to take away the victory there. This matchup continues here. The superstar, nice backbreaker combination into a Russian leg sweep, and the coach is down here in Japan. Look out. Uh-oh. What is he going for here? Look out. Oh, what a flip DDT. Holy hell. What in the living hell was that? I have no idea, but the superstar going for the pin off that 1, 2, not enough to put away the coach. The coach having the wherewithal to stay in the matchup, but still Marshall Stevens showing that he's here to fight. Here in Japan, going for the clotheslines over and over, and look out, super kick there by the superstar. Now, Marshall Stevens, another one of those ocean stunners there, wheelbarrow stunner if you will, and now Marshall Stevens says he's going for the Starduster once again. Here he comes. Nails it once again on the coach, and I think the coach is going down here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with the second Starduster. 1, 2, and no. Again, the coach stays in the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Holy hell. Here tonight for the Nightmare World Cup. The coach laying out all the stops here, and wait a minute, the coach is calling for another one of those shooting takedowns. nails him once again. Holy hell. The coach did what he had to do, and he just blew him out of the socks with that one. 2-0, only a 2 count as Marshall Stevens stays in the fight. This matchup has been fast and furious, but look out, ladies and gentlemen, it could be over. The coach got Superstar up, but no, a reversal by Marshall Stevens. He reverses it, and now he's got the coach from behind, turns him inside out, and nails him with the flying knee stunner. Holy hell. The Superstar Marshall Stevens has got his opponent bleeding here. Big time shot between the eyes. Look at this, going for a pin off of that, and look out. He could be done here. No, only a 2 count, and Marshall Stevens cannot believe it. Marshall Stevens is wondering what he's got to do to put away the coach here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This matchup continues. Marshall Stevens down. Getting caught by the coach. Look at the strength of the coach here. Hitting the ropes, coming back. Ultimate splash. Dave Daniels is looking to destroy the Superstar. Oh, man. Dave Daniels puts him down. The coach now looking to trade him back, and he wants to bust open his opponent for doing it to him as well. But instead, it looks like the coach is done playing around. Got a hold of Marshall Stevens now. Got him up, going for another game plan, and yet again the Superstar reverses. Now he's got the coach with the same move that he busted him open with before, and he's looking to put him down. He can't believe it. He's now finally going for the pin off that 1, 2, and the coach goes down to the coach goes down to Marshall Stevens. The Superstar here tonight walks away with the victory. Wow, what an awesome singles competition between both of these men. Dave Daniels looked to be the favorite here tonight, but instead the coach goes down to the Superstar Marshall Stevens. Marshall Stevens bringing out all the stops, showing everybody that he is here to fight, and he wins this round 1 matchup of Nightmare World Cup, defeating Coach Dave Daniels. Wow. Congratulations to your victor here tonight, moving on in the Nightmare World Cup, the one and only Marshall Stevens. Congratulations to the Superstar Marshall Stevens here this evening. Awesome matchup here. And now moving on in the World Cup. And now, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have our last matchup of the opening round for this episode. It is the former interim Bloodsport champion versus the current interim Bloodsport champion. PDP would end up picking up the title off of Deshaun Walton in that 6-man matchup. And that was back at Steps to Glory inside an elimination chamber. And now, here this evening, Deshaun Walton and PDP go one-on-one here tonight. The belt is not on the line, but to move on in the Nightmare World Cup. Now that is on the line. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, here we go. The Motor City Menace PDP takes on Deshaun Walton. One-on-one in the Nightmare World Cup coming up next. This next matchup in the Nightmare World Cup. Here he is, first man, making his way down to the ring with his Ring of Valiance t-shirt on, the one and only Deshaun Walton. So Deshaun Walton on his way down to the ring. Like we said, ladies and gentlemen, he was defeated by PDP in a 6-man matchup. Elimination chamber with Bloodsport rules on, of course, to capture Deshaun Walton's interim Bloodsport championship those titles will be united. Of course, that being the interim and current Bloodsport Championship at Gold Rush 2019. Until then, all these men are scrambling, trying to get the championships as it is before the titles are united. Nonetheless, this, of course, a non-title matchup. Former and current champions going at it here in the Nightmare World Cup. That interim championship has been decided back at Game Over, where Deshaun Walton won it. Ended up keeping it for a few months against Bullet Adams until PDP would end up emerging with the title out of a six-man match. And now, here he is, the current NCW interim Bloodsport champion, the one and only, the Motor City Menace, PDP. So PDP, of course, not putting his title on the line here tonight at the Nightmare World Cup. However, is moving on to Glacier Games, where he will be putting the title on the line. That, of course, the next event following this massive tournament. So here we go. The Motor City Menace, hailing from Detroit, Michigan. PDP, your current interim Bloodsport champion, now entering the ring, ready to go for the singles competition here in the Nightmare World Cup. So here we go. PDP, newly crowned interim Bloodsport champion, now ready to go one-on-one with the former champ in this, the World Cup tournament matchup. Here we go. First round opening matchup for both of these men in the round. Ooh, and look out. The Motor City Menace just trying to take it to Deshaun Walton early. Deshaun Walton not having any parts of that. Taking it to PDP. Now, PDP with a collar and elbow tie-up just backs him all the way up to the corner. And the Menace just leaning on his opponent here. Look out. Beautiful maneuvers there by PDP. And now, ooh, face plant there. Flatliner by PDP out of nowhere. And he is in complete control, or was momentarily, until Deshaun Walton decided to come back here with that beautiful flying neck breaker. Now, Deshaun Walton in complete control of the Motor City Menace, the interim Bloodsport champion. You know, after doing all that work inside the Elimination Chamber and the PDP just to pin him at the end, you better believe Deshaun Walton is a little more than ticked with the Motor City Menace, but PDP still fighting off Deshaun Walton for everything he's worth. And look at that, the disrespect and the hatred between these two men has been building for quite some time. He accused Deshaun Walton of having the Bloodsport Championship under scrutiny and certainly interlocked with a rivalry with Bullet Adams. Didn't give a chance to any other guys for the belt, and he blames Deshaun Walton for that. And the Motor City Menace is now doing the ultimate disrespect, pointing at his feet. Here we go. PDP, after knocking down Deshaun Walton, looking for something here. Uh-oh, big time knee. Just mowing down his opponent with that beautiful knee strike. Now, it doesn't look like PDP has done the fancy footwork. Another knee into a clothesline. He is just all over Deshaun Walton here in this matchup, and there's a code breaker there by PDP. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and no. The Motor City Menace with that beautiful code breaker. Oh! What innovation there by the back wheel trip of sorts. somewhat of a Russian leg sweep spiral or something. Nonetheless, PDP now. Oh, look at this. PDP got him up. Good Lord. And puts it down with a cradle shock. Now PDP in complete control. 1, 2. No. Deshaun Walton ain't going out like that, ladies and gentlemen. Shoulder up at a 2 count after that beautiful maneuver by PDP. Now, the champion gets caught in the singles affair by Deshaun Walton. And look at this, continuously working on the shoulder and arm of PDP. Now he's electing to go for a pin off that one. Only a 1 count there as the Motor City Menace, the interim champion, kicks out. Look at that. Then he eats the kick to the back and clotheslines and clean out of the ring here for the Nightmare World Cup live in Tokyo, Japan. PDP looking to fly here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a diving brain shot there by PDP. Now, both men in the ring staring each other down. PDP with a hell of a reversal there. Now, PDP got him up on his shoulders. Reversal by Deshaun Walton. Deshaun Walton goes for the deafening silence, but instead gets reversed by PDP. Holy hell, this matchup is just going at it here. PDP looking to cement his name and solidify his status here with us in the land of the Nightmare. Deshaun Walton looking to avenge his loss where he lost the title to PDP. The belt is not on the line. Instead, moving on in the tournament is the 64-man tournament. And look out, PDP going for it again here. Got him up on his shoulder. Bam! Motor City cradle shot. Going for the pin off that. 1, 2. No, once again, Deshaun Walton has the wherewithal to kick out of that beautiful Motor City cradle shock, the second one of the matchup. And still, oh, look at this. It looked like he tried to steal his deafening silence. Instead, this matchup continues and stomps him out of the ring, if you will. And now, as he comes back in, caught with a gut buster. Deshaun Walton, the hero that he is, staying in this fight as best as he can. But PDP, the Motor City Menace, looking to keep him down. Up against the ropes and another clothesline to the outside here in Tokyo, Japan. This our last matchup of the opening round on this episode here. Who will move on in the Nightmare World Cup? Big time shot by PDP. He is just taking it to Deshaun Walton here. Wait a minute, hits the ropes and comes. Oh my God! Beautiful knee busts open. Deshaun Walton. He is leaking everywhere. Deshaun Walton thrown into the corner for what could be perhaps the last ride here for Deshaun Walton. Down he goes to another Motor City cradle shot. Pinning off that 1, 2, and 3. And just like that, PDP keeps the moves on in the NCW World Cup tournament. Wow. What a showing here by PDP. Great matchup here between both men, but at the end of the day, only one could move on, and it turned out to be PDP. Wow. Great showing by both men here, but that, the new maneuver, the Motor City cradle shock to put down Deshaun Walton definitively and move on here in the Nightmare World Cup. All right, fans, here we go. Here he is moving on in the tournament, the Motor City Menace, PDP, making his way to the final four of this bracket here in Tokyo, Japan. All right, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, our tournament board, we have Marshall Stevens and PDP, as well as Chris Hardcore and Jay Mercer, all the men who made it this far in this, the first episode of the Nightmare World Cup. So we're going to keep on going here with our semifinals of the evening. First up, Chris Hardcore and Jay Mercer. Chris Hardcore and Jay Mercer here in the next matchup of the Nightmare World Cup. Right here this evening, as you can see, Chris Hardcore made it past Luke Luger in the opening matchup of the tournament, and now he looks to do battle with Jay Mercer. Jay Mercer, of course, destroying Bullet Adams in the opening matchup, in his opening matchup here in the tournament. Now, both men meet, and they want to see, can they make it to the main event here tonight and move on to the Elite Eight. To do so, they have to go through each other. Who will be the victor here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, at the Nightmare World Cup? The second round of the first show. Will it be Chris Hardcore or will it be Jay Mercer? Right here tonight, live from Tokyo, Japan. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, live from Tokyo, Japan, the Nightmare World Cup. Here we go. We've already seen 4 great matches, 4 awesome victors move on here in the Nightmare World Cup. But we must find out who is going to make it all the way through the Nightmare World Cup. And to do so, we got to get these matches done. First 4 matches down. Now, we move on to the next round, and we see this man making his way down to the ring, hailing from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, by way of the Dominican Republic. Here he is, the one and only, one half of the NCW World Tag Team Champions, and member of the Syndicate, the Dropkick Machine, Chris Hardcore. So Chris Hardcore, of course, defeated Luke Luger in the opening matchup of the Nightmare World Cup tournament. And now, here tonight in the next round, he looks to see, can he move on in this tournament? Of course, fans, we knock out the first 4 matches of a round, and then we move on to the next round to find out who, until we get down to the final 2, which decide who goes to the final episode of the Nightmare World Cup. And here tonight, Chris Hardcore and Jay Mercer look to do battle in round 2. Here he is, making his way down to the ring, representing Switchblade Saints, the man who put Bullet Adams to shame in the last round. Here he is, the Prophecy, Jay Mercer. Jay Mercer knows what is at stake moving on in this Nightmare World Cup. A lot of people have said that he will be heavily favored in the odds moving forward, but they didn't know how tough of a test or how tough of a road it would be for Jay Mercer. So live here tonight from Tokyo, Japan, we're going to find out how Jay Mercer favors as he goes one-on-one with Chris Hardcore. Chris Hardcore, Jay Mercer, one-on-one here this evening. Let's find out who's going to move on in the Nightmare World Cup. Who is it going to be? The bell sounds, and here we go. Jay Mercer and Chris Hardcore having a test of strength, collar and elbow tie-up to start this matchup out. And the referee wants a clean break here. Oh, no clean break from Chris Hardcore. As this matchup now is rolling. And here he comes with the snap German suplex. We've seen him use that in the last round to his advantage to take out Bullet Adams. But here tonight, he may need to bring out more than that here. Oh, look at this. Rear waist lock as he has full control of Chris Hardcore here. Hardcore uses a snapmare and now into a seated chin lock here. And he is just wrenching on it before a knee to the back. Chris Hardcore. Another collar and elbow tie-up here, and it looks like the referee's going to ask for yet another break here, and this time it's clean. Chris Hardcore does a standing duck under, and then beautiful into the suplexes immediately on his opponent, Jay Mercer. Not looking so hot as he gets thrown overhead there with ease by Chris Hardcore. Chris Hardcore now. Not letting up on the offensive, got the kid up and drops him down with a beautiful maneuver there. And now, these two men battling it out here. Look out, snapping the arm of Chris Hardcore. Look at Jay Mercer go. He's pulling out all the stops, all these new moves that he has seemingly learned over the last few months. Now, hitting the ropes, coming back. Look at this. Ball and elbow connects there with Chris Hardcore. Directly into the chest and solar plexus of his opponent. Chris Hardcore now in control here of Jay Mercer. Oh, and face first into the ring, literally face first into the apron. And now a launching Swiss uppercut. And just like that, Chris Hardcore in complete control here of Jay Mercer, but Jay Mercer reversal into a Russian leg sweep. Kicking his opponent now, Jay Mercer. Look at this, throwing big time strikes here on Chris Hardcore. Got him up. Look at the stalling suplex here, ladies and gentlemen. The referee continuing the count here as these two continue to do battle. And I've never seen a double count out at, the World Cup. But look at that. Luckily slides in the ring as this matchup now continues. Look out for Jay Mercer with the knee. Putting down Chris Hardcore. Maybe doing battle on the outside proved to be exactly what Mercer was looking for here as he's got him locked up. No, he gets reversed by Chris Hardcore into the Alabama Slam. The Dominican slams the living hell out of Jay Mercer. And now Mercer could be in a bad way as he gets turned inside out with that Breath of the North spear. And we got a pin. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Jay Mercer has been eliminated from the tournament. Your victor here tonight is Chris Hardcore. Wow. What an epic showing between both of these men here in the Nightmare World Cup. He went for his finisher, got reversed, and then put down with a beautiful Breath of the North. Going for the pin off of that, and your victor here this evening, Chris Hardcore. Chris Hardcore moves on here in the tournament tonight, and he moves on to the finals, the main event. Wow. The former Hardcore champion is on a tear here this evening. Nonetheless, your victor, whether you like it or not, is Chris Hardcore. Congratulations to the Dropkick Machine on his victory here tonight. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we got to find out who will join Chris Hardcore in the main event of this episode. Will it be Marshall Stevens or will it be PDP? Right here tonight, going one-on-one, the interim Bloodsport champion, the Motor City Menace, PDP, and Rise to Stardom Season 8 contender, and as well as the superstar, Marshall Stevens. So here we go. Marshall Stevens and PDP one-on-one here tonight. Who will move on to face Chris Hardcore in the finals and the main event of this episode? Will it be the Motor City Menace PDP, or will the superstar Marshall Stevens be able to pull it off here tonight against the interim Bloodsport champion? We will find out right here tonight at the Nightmare World Cup 2019, live from Tokyo, Japan. So here we go. Let's find out who's going to go to the finals of this show. Will it be this man making his way down to the ring? Here he is, the one and only, the superstar, Marshall Stevens. Marshall Stevens on his way down to the ring, and I'm going to tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this young man is certainly ready to go. Marshall Stevens, an awesome competitor here with us in the land of the Nightmare. We're going to see how he fares moving forward in this tournament. He's already taken out the coach Dave Daniels in a close matchup, and now earned his way into this matchup here tonight. Will he move forward in the tournament, or will his dreams be shattered by his opponent here this evening? And now, making his way down to the ring, he is hailing from Detroit, Michigan. He is known as the Motor City Menace, the interim Bloodsport champion, PDP. The NCW interim Bloodsport champion makes his way down to the ring here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A championship that was brought into play due to the absence of Luke Luger not being able to defend his Bloodsport title. Eventually won by the Motor City Menace PDP at the last click-per-view Steps to Glory. But here tonight, his title is not on the line. Of course, moving on in the tournament is who will move on to the finals of episode 1 here tonight of the Nightmare World Cup 2019. Here he is, the Motor City Menace PDP, an awesome competitor to say the very least. We've seen him win in multi-man matches. We've also seen him advance earlier tonight when he defeated Deshaun Walton to move on in the Nightmare World Cup. Here tonight, now meeting the superstar, Marshall Stevens. Title, of course, is not on the line. Marshall Stevens, the Motor City Menace PDP, ready to go. The bell has sounded by referee Jeff Bobcat, and this matchup is underway. And look at the superstar Marshall Stevens get technical with the first maneuver of the matchup, dropping the interim Bloodsport champion, now beautiful standing shooting star. Now, this matchup getting gnarly here as it looks like Marshall Stevens is all over the Motor City Menace with those first menacing slams and maneuvers. And now, just unceremoniously sending him down to the floor. Marshall Stevens going after PDP on the outside as this matchup turns out a little different than we thought. We thought we were going to see a great grapple exchange, but instead, oh man, Marshall Stevens is just taking apart the interim Bloodsport champion who may be tired from that battle with Deshaun Walton. Now the Motor City Menace battling back after throwing him into the technical equipment table. And now, look out! Beautiful combination to put down the superstar Marshall Stevens. Now, back into the ring goes Stevens, and following is PDP. PDP eats a knee there by the superstar Marshall Stevens. Now, PDP battling back. Look out. Tuck under, and a beautiful rib breaker follow, putting down the superstar. Superstar rising, rolling out of the ring and back in now face to face with Marshall Stevens, with PDP, and now Look at what he's doing. He's looking to embarrass the Motor City Menace and ties him up. Look at that. Kicks him right in the face. Now the superstar Marshall Stevens. Caught by PDP once again with another one of those rib breakers. PDP, an awesome competitor, a former live wire champion in his own right, and that was the top title in the EFED division until the Twitch television title was united with it. Now, these two men battling on the outside here. Marshall Stevens catches his foot and drops him down. The count has got to be in effect here. Instead, these two just continue to do battle on the outside. Look out, Pele kick there by PDP. 6. At a 6 count, I believe. 7. At an 8 count, 9 now, or excuse me, maybe 8. I can't necessarily see. At a 9 count now, and PDP comes out of the ring. He's not going to win by count out. Instead, the count restarts when PDP exits the ring. Back at 1 now. These two continue to do battle on the outside. Marshall Stevens was getting back up. I believe he would have beaten the count. Nonetheless, these two continue to do battle. And look at this, the superstar Marshall Stevens just elbowing his way out of that. 6. Ooh, knee to the gut, and now using those long legs once again for that axe kick. Continuing to battle on the outside. Look at that, throws his opponent in, and now the count stops as these two are now back in the ring. And look at Marshall Stevens go with another wheelbarrow stunner. Patented maneuver of his moveset, and now backing off to the far corner of the regions. Look out for Marshall Stevens as the superstar is looking to go for the superstar duster, nails it. Busting open PDP, not having enough time to check on himself. He goes for the pin here. 1, 2, no, shoulder up there by PDP, and this matchup continues. We have one more person. This last match decides who goes to the finals with Chris Hardcore. Will it be the superstar Marshall Stevens, or will it be the Motor City Menace PDP? Oh, code breaker out of nowhere. And just like that, PDP has put down Marshall Stevens. That may be it for Marshall Stevens here. Bloody face and all, going for the pin, but no, Marshall Stevens will not give up that easily. Chucking his opponent into the corner, but Marshall Stevens to reverse there. And it looks like Stevens looking to turn around PDP, but no, reversal by PDP, reversal by Marshall Stevens. Good Lord, these two are going at it here. Look out, wheelbarrow stunner once again. And now, Marshall Stevens, who's already hit the superstar duster, now looking for that stunner knee. Look out, going for it. The stunner flying knee, nails it. That combination maneuver there to put down his opponent. And now going for the pin off of that. The superstar looking to advance. 1, 2, no. The interim Bloodsport champion is not going down quite that easily here, ladies and gentlemen. And now Marshall Stevens looking to fly here. Off the top rope with a beautiful drop kick. Shades of Booker T once again. And now the superstar looking to go after the turnbuckle and take it off, or take the turnbuckle pad off here. Now got him in the far corner. A huge knee to the gut there puts him in the seated position. And look at the superstar just rake his boot mercilessly across the face and then follows it up with a big time face wash, big boot. Marshall Stevens in complete control. The referee trying to make the turnbuckle more safe. Instead, behind his back, he gets hit with a beautiful wheelbarrow stunner, and now the superstar looks to go for the finish here. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, the superstar, Marshall Stevens, fights his way to the finals of episode 1 of the Nightmare World Cup 2019. Wow, what a great showing here by Marshall Stevens. The superstar Duster nails it once again. Just not enough to get the matchup won off of that. Instead, it would end up being a different maneuver altogether. That maneuver there, bam, puts him down. Beautiful maneuver there. Marshall Stevens fighting PDP for every ounce that he is worth, and ends up putting down the Motor City Menace. Congratulations to Marshall Stevens here this evening, and I'm going to tell you what, he's moving on to the next matchup, the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Hardcore versus Marshall Stevens, live here in Tokyo for the main event of episode 1 of the Nightmare World Cup. Congratulations to your winner. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening. Marshall Stevens is already ringside as he has just had his match with PDP. And now, coming up next, we have our main event. It is Chris Hardcore versus Marshall Stevens. Only one man can move on in the Nightmare World Cup to the Elite Eight, the final round, or the final bracket. Who will make it that far? Will it be one half of the tag team champions, Chris Hardcore, or will it be standout rookie Marshall Stevens? We find out right here this evening in the finals of bracket 1 here tonight. Who moves on to the Elite Eight? Will it be Chris Hardcore or Marshall Stevens? Live here tonight from Tokyo, ready to go for the Nightmare World Cup. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, live from Tokyo, Japan. We already know what is up here this evening. And here we go with our main event of the evening. Marshall Stevens is already ringside, and now his opponent making his way down to the ring. Here he is, Chris Hardcore. Chris Hardcore has put down the likes of Luke Luger, as well as his last opponent, which I am drawing a blank right now on who that was, to be honest. It was Jay Mercer, excuse me. Nonetheless, putting down both Luke Luger and Jay Mercer. Now, one half of the tag team champions and syndicate member, Chris Hardcore, a former world champion in his own right, now steps into the main event. This is certainly going to be an awesome matchup, to say the least. Chris Hardcore has been steamrolling through the competition here this evening. We find out, can he be the man to walk through it all and go into the finals? So here we go. Chris Hardcore, the superstar Marshall Stevens, who's seemingly going to have to gain a second win here. Oh, man, and look out. Chris Hardcore, who is fresh, had enough time to rest, and Marshall Stevens, who's fresh off a victory, is still having just a match moments ago. Now in the finals, this, the main event of the Nightmare World Cup Episode 1. Who will move on to the finals? Look out. Beautiful backbody drop there by Marshall Stevens, and the superstar doing what he's got to do to stay in the fight. And look at that, a cutthroat neck breaker there. And just like that, Marshall Stevens is beating the high holy hell out of his opponent. But here comes the dropkick machine, Chris Hardcore. Just like, oh my goodness, Chris Hardcore dropped the referee with a dropkick. He's dropping everybody. The drop kick machine knocking out the ref, no doubt, because he wants to get a weapon. But look out, Marshall Stevens not going to allow him to come back in the fight. Beautiful sliding knee to end that combo. And now, incomplete control. Look at this. Reversal there, and look out, he tried to clothesline him out of the ring, but instead he gets caught with a guillotine, going for a quick pin off of that. Only a 1 count there. This matchup will continue here. The main event of the evening. Oh, the flying knee gets blocked, and Chris Hardcore goes for the moonblade, but instead gets caught with a technical takedown by the superstar Marshall Stevens. Chris Hardcore now hot on the offensive here. Uh-oh. He's got little Marshall Stevens by the throat. And look out, a choke slam on Marshall Stevens. Stevens not looking so hot here, ladies and gentlemen, as it looks like Chris Hardcore has backed off just enough to nail him with a breath of the north. Looking to light him up there. Now going for the pin on the kid off of that. 1, 2, and no. Marshall Stevens to get a shoulder up. This matchup will continue, the main event of the evening. Chris Hardcore has got this kid locked up in a submission here, and he taps out. He taps out to the camel clutch, and Chris Hardcore is going to the finals of the Nightmare World Cup. Wow. What an awesome showing here between all men involved. All 8 competitors gave it their all here this evening. It came down to the finals of Marshall Stevens and Chris Hardcore. And at the end of the day, only one can move on to the Elite 8, the final rounds of this tournament. And it turned out being Chris Hardcore. He taps him out with that camel clutch maneuver there, and he is going on to the finals. Congratulations to the drop kick machine here this evening. What a wild showing by Chris Hardcore. Fans, for NCW, that's all we got for you here this evening. We will catch you on the next episode of Nightmare Championship Wrestling. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your commentator, Joshua Little. Good fight and good night.